Welcome to part two of the uh, Halloween movie marathon review. I got cut off at the 60-minute mark while recording the audio for the last film. Because I'm recording straight in Share Factory, which is a terrible idea, but it's way easier than booting up my or plugging in my fucking my microphone into my laptop and then recording it there and uh, transferring audio file from there to I don't have the time or patience for any of that shit. So guess what? This is gonna be a two-parter. I didn't know it was gonna be a two-parter until now. So surprise, motherfucker. I guess it'll give me more time to talk about Halloween too. um, I started talking about Halloween too, and that whole thing fucked up my rhythm. So I gotta get back into it. Okay, Halloween 2. Halloween 2 is Rob Zombie's second Halloween movie, and it's it's bad on so many different levels. I've never hated a movie so much in my entire life. I I fucking sat through that whole movie, and I wish I didn't. I like kind of at one point I thought about quitting, but I had to see it through. Um, I got that far after all. I got this far watching the Halloween movies. Might as well should go further, right? Oh man, I fucking regret it. Let me tell you what. I wish I would have turned off the fucking PlayStation halfway through because this movie. This is a bad. This is a bad film. This is a bad Halloween movie. This is a bad sequel. This is a bad remake of a sequel. It's terrible on so many different fucking levels. I don't know how to quantify how terrible this movie is. Where do I begin? I guess I'll begin begin with where I began with pretty much every other movie. The, I said before in the other films that a lot of the times the characters are unlikable. Well, in this excuse me, the characters are hateable. They're hateable. They're not likable. They're hateable. I hate the characters in this film. Not a single one of them is anybody I want to ever root for. Lori, the fucking, oh my god, I have to like bounce around because the the it's not like I can explain this in a straight line. I literally have to go from point A to point A.5 and then to point B. So this movie starts off and in Rob Zombie, I don't know why he did this, but he started off like as if it was the original Halloween 2, which is Laurie goes to the hospital, and then Michael Myers breaks into the hospital and starts murdering everybody. But it happens so fast, and it's super mean spirited. It's grungy, it's dirty, the lighting is terrible. It's just, there's nothing likable about any of it. And Laurie's just like a screaming fucking bitch the whole time. The actress, I'm gonna just say this right now, but the actors are actually pretty good. It's just the fucking roles they've been given are terrible. The writing and the dialogue is terrible. It's like what's his face who played Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 3. Thank you for the message. Um, Good actor, terrible dialogue, and a terrible story. If you would have given these actors to a better director, you probably would have had a half decent film. Uh, but I digress. Um, I gotta take a sippy boo. I am the liquor Randy. uh, it's it's like Lori is just a fucking cunt the whole way through. She's screaming and crying. or she's yelling at people who are trying to help her. It's like she starts screaming and yelling at her therapist. Every time a person like finds her, she's like screaming. She's like hysterical, screaming and yelling at them while they're trying to get information out of her. Nobody shuts the fuck up. Nobody talks in turn. Everybody's just a dickhead to each other. It like literally none of them are like you can't not even they like completely break characters in this film. Like Dr. Loomis is like he goes from being like a believable psychiatrist character, which he was in the first Rob Zombie movie, but now he's like a dickhead who only cares about his stupid book now. It like what? Why? I don't understand. It's like he's like going around the country like a celebrity for selling a fucking like book about a serial killer, but like when the fuck what century do you live in, Rob Zombie? Like what fucking century do you live in? I mean, even back in like the early 2000s when this film came out, it's like that like nobody fucking took book tours like that. Nobody gives a fuck about books like that anymore, dude. Like maybe if you're like me, maybe if you're the guy who made like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, maybe I don't know. I don't even think he got that kind of fucking clout. This fucker, Rob Zombie, is such a fucking dumb cocksucking weirdo, dude. Like, I don't know how to I don't know how to put that politely. Um, I didn't say this about in the first Rob Zombie Halloween, but but basically, if nobody knows about this, Rob Zombie like he's made a bunch of movies, and he always shoehorns his fucking wife in, and when he shoehorns her in, you're sure as bet she's gonna be naked on screen at some point, and like fucking Jesus Christ, Rob, I get it. You think your wife's hot, but guess what? I don't think anybody else thinks your wife's hot. She looks like Skeletor. She's not crazy sexy, dude. Like, she looks like she hasn't eaten in like a couple weeks. Maybe you should give her a cheeseburger. But yeah, she's Michael's mom in the first Rob Zombie film, and of course she's like a fucking stripper. And then the second film, she's like, it's dumb. It's like dumb. It's like, oh, now she's like a fucking ghost thing that follows Michael around that only Michael can see, I guess, and it's poorly explained and it's stupid. They couldn't even get the same child actor for child Michael. They had a completely new one, and he's like, the other child actor who played the other Michael was a little bit more believable. This guy, this kid was like, I don't fucking. Why would you? Who's giving Rob Zombie money to make these terrible films? I gotta know. I've seen Harvey Weinstein's name in the credit a couple times, so that's probably gotta be part of it. Definitely though, like a bunch of like, overuse of swearing and shit, and like, yeah, you said the fuck word a couple times. Well, guess what? These are like unnecessary uses of swear words. It's like it feels like a child's like first time swearing. It's embarrassing. It's like, oh my god. None of the again, it's dirty. Everything's dirty. Like why? Why is there no light in this house during this dinner scene? There's no fucking light. The table, everything's dirty looking. Like, why don't you fucking clean? I guess Laurie becomes like a fucking emo girl between the two films. To make sure she's like fucking damaged because she's got Alice Cooper posters and fucking pentagrams everywhere. Like, I think Rob Zombie knows his audience. He knows they shop at Hot Topic. My god, it's like, oh my god, and then they keep showing Michael's face. This is like the worst Michael Myers period. Like, I know I gave Michael Myers from, I know I gave like the Michael Myers mask shit from Halloween 5, but like, he's not even wearing the mask half the time in this fucking film. I don't like, and I think that was Rob Zombie. I don't know, like, I've only seen Rob Zombie from like a couple album covers, and he looks like a dirty hobo. And yeah, he looks. That's kind of what Michael Myers looks like in this film is dirty hobo Rob Zombie. I think he wanted to be on screen with his wife. Probably had plans for a scene where Michael Myers fucks his mom, but somebody had enough sense to tell Rob, no, stop, don't do it. Like fuck me. Oh my god. It's so fucking embarrassing, and I think he thought he was gonna like get like a third sequel out of it, cause like it's kind of like a fucking sequel bait in the end, where like Laurie turns into the new Michael Myers, and it's again embarrassing. Uh, Loomis is a dickhead. The sheriff is a dickhead. Everybody's screaming and shout like they're believable performances. I actually believe these actors hate each other, but fuck me, man. The writing is so terrible. This like the sheriff's daughter is like a fucking cunt to him the whole time, and all I could think is like, if I would ever, if I ever talked to my parents the same way that fucking girl talked to her parents, my dad, my dad would. My dad would fucking skin me and put me in a stew and serve me to homeless people. Okay? my my dad would never tolerate the way these people would talk to their fucking parents. This ungrateful cunts. They're all weirdos. They're all pervert. This film's like horny as fuck. It's just super horny. Not. Oh my god. It doesn't even feel real. Way too much shaky cam. Way like probably worse than Halloween. Rob Zombie's first Halloween remake. It's real bad. The kills aren't even like entertaining. Like they're brutal, but they're like not even. It's like oh my god, there's this part where Laurie's hiding in a guard shack, and this guy named Buddy. Oh my god, I felt so fucking bad. Buddy was there for like 5 minutes, and he warmed my heart, and then he was gone. This poor big boy named Buddy comes, and he just wants to help poor little Laurie out. And Laurie won't shut the fuck up, and Buddy's just like, here, have my coffee, have a coat, okay? I'm gonna get a car. We're gonna go bring you to get some help, okay? Just give me a couple of seconds, okay? You'll be fine. I promise I'll be back. And then Michael kills him, and it's so fucking like mean spirited that Buddy melted my heart, and then fucking Michael Myers came in and fucking spat on it. It was dumb. I hated that's when I hated the film, was when they killed Buddy. Hashtag justice for Buddy. But yeah, not a good film by any fucking metric. I don't want to be like an angry review channel. Something I decided a long time ago. It's because I keep wanting to like do like really like careful critiques, like scripted analysis of like bad games or bad movies or whatever. And then I realized I don't want to do that because I don't want to be like every other fucking miserable fucking cocksucker on YouTube. I actually want to like enjoy what I talk about. But I have to for this review. Oh my god, put myself in that position where I'm talking about something that is so fucking bad and terrible. I mean, fuck me, it's almost been 15 minutes. I clearly have a lot to say about this film. Not a good film. If you haven't watched the Halloween movies, don't watch it. It's a definite don't watch. Most people would tell you not to watch the first Rob Zombie Halloween, which, I'm only inclined to agree on the basis that it's not a very good film. So it's not really worth your time, per se. But it's terrible as fucking Halloween 2. Halloween 2 is unbearable. There's just nothing to like about it. A definite do not watch. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's all the fucking Halloween films. That's all of them stacked right on top of each other. I can't believe it. I did it. um, yeah, I fucking had, you know, it was a lot of fun actually, though, watching all these movies and all that, and like slowly watching the franchise disintegrate itself. It's interesting. I think it's interesting. It's interesting the way different ways they try to keep the whole franchise going and keeping excuse me, keeping people's interest in it. Um, Pardon me for a second. So, um, I guess that's all I really have to say. I hope anybody who watches this and enjoys hearing what I have to say about it. I'm not red letter media. I'm not carefully picking apart the film. This is not a fucking Plinkett review. I'm not gonna spend 3 hours explaining to you why this film is bad. Honestly, it's bad. If you want to watch it, by all means. I think even people who don't know anything about filmmaking would be able to watch Halloween 2 and know that it's terrible. Uh, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. Anyway, though, yeah, it was actually kind of fun doing this. I don't know if I'm gonna do a big movie marathon like this ever again because I really don't have interest in, like, I thought about like doing like, oh, Nightmare on Elm Street, but I actually kind of like thought about it and I don't really have interest in a lot of slasher films. It's just like, I think slashers like kind of fun and schlocky and stuff, but not enough to where I can marathon the whole damn thing. I learned my lesson with Halloween. I won't do it again. Anyway, though, ladies and gentlemen, I hope, ladies and or gentlemen, have a happy Halloween. Goodbye.
It was a